Shabbat Shalom, everybody. When we are faced with an unexpected situation, something that we did not foresee, that is challenging us and demands an answer, what is more rewarding? To act in a negative way, in a bad way, or in a positive way, constructive way? And sometimes even the same action, the same response, depending on the motivation or the circumstances, may be regarded as good or bad. For instance, using a knife. A knife can be used, cutting things can be done for good purposes and for unfortunately bad purposes as well. So the motivation is also important in defining the act as good or bad. So which one is more powerful? Well, in today's Parsha, we see clearly in the middle of the Ten Commandments that Hashem gave us his measuring rod. How much powerful is a good act versus a bad one? So regarding bad things, regarding the sin of idolatry, he says that he remembers the sins of the fathers up to third and fourth generation, 4 times. But in contrast, he says, I'm a God who shows kindness for at least 2,000 generations to those who love me and observe my commandments. So 4 times versus 2,000 times. So Rashi brings right away that show us that a good act, a mitzvah, is 500 times much more powerful than an avera, than a bad act. So when we are facing a choice in our heart, we're struggling to decide, shall I answer in a good way or in a bad way? Let us remember to do the right thing, to act in a good way. It's 500 times much more powerful than actually to answer that situation in a negative way. And that's not only in the eyes of God, that's also in the eyes of our society. Let us keep this thought in our minds whenever we feel challenged, whenever we are facing a stressful situation where we are pushed to the brink, that acting in a good way always pays off. Shabbat Shalom.